My God. I've gotten pretty good at it too, haven't I?
Yes, you're pretty good at
it. Yeah, everybody comes up to me and they're like, wait a second here. What about the cue ball?
Cue ball does not count.
Yeah, cue ball does not count. And it can be real frustrating. Like, I break pretty hard, and I had one break where I didn't make a ball. I had two balls reach the kitchen, and the third ball was racing over to the kitchen. It was going to make it, and another ball bumped into it.
Oh, geez.
And I was like, gosh darn it. Okay, so Justin starts off by making the one on the side and the four in the corner.
Yeah, but this format, when Christina was commentating with me during the first match, when Daniel was playing, she explained when they were living overseas, the Euro Tour, this is the rules they play by.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know about the 9 on the spot.
Yeah, she said this 9 on the spot and a 3-point rule.
Huh.
She said that was what they always played.
Yeah, but isn't that where Simonis comes from?
I think so.
Yeah, so they're probably putting new Simonis on their tables all the time.
Yep.
Here in Texas.
People ride it out for years.
Yeah. Actually, here at Skinny Bob's, we make it a point to recloth every year.
Right before Texas Open?
Exactly.
Right before Texas Open.
The weeks leading up to the Texas Open, we recloth. Usually what we like to do is we like to have the Texas Open tune-up, this event,
right?
Immediately after reclothing as an opportunity to break in the tables.
That way when the Texas Open hits, they're not brand new.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because of timing, we weren't able to do that this time. Ernesto Dominguez,
right?
Who's considered to be one of the premier reclothers in the country.
The ultimate table mechanic.
Exactly. He flew in from California, and he's been reclothing the tables. He's gotten all of the ones done on this side of the room, and I think sometime between like 1 a.m. and 11 a.m., he's going to recloth a bunch more.
Oh, man.
He's been working through the night.
Yep. Which explains why he didn't play the tournament, even though he originally was signed up. But he's got to sleep sometime.
Running. He made that combination,
and
everything's been like sitting pretty ever since.
Yeah, but give everyone a catch up on the bracket. Justin and James, they're playing for 4th place. The winner of this plays Daniel for a chance to get to the finals. And then on the table 5, which is the top of the screen, is Christina and Gail. That's a 3rd place match. Winner will go to the finals.
So Justin starts off with a break and run to take a 1-0 lead. And I can't tell you how many times these two guys have played on this table against each other over the past few years. This is old hat for them. You can come in here. You can come to Skinny Bob's on any Friday night. We have weekly tournaments here on Friday and Saturday nights. $20 entry fee. And you can get to play Justin Espinosa, Bastrop Jr. any one of those days. Real good chance you're going to see them play in the finals.
Yep.
This is sort of like what we typically see here at Skinny Bob's on a Saturday night. So let's see how he breaks here. He's basically breaking from the rail, and I think he's trying to make that one on the side. And looks like he's breaking around.
Mark's having an issue hearing you a little bit.
Makes the one on the side again. Excellent. So he's really cutting into it.
Yes, he is.
This is a legit cut break.
Hey, Mark, can you hear Jude a little bit better? You want to take over? Come on.
Okay, so Justin's looking at he doesn't have a whole lot. I think he's looking at the 2-9 combo. He's definitely got the avenue blocked. And let's see what he does here, but I would not be surprised if he takes a stab at that 2-9.
All right, cool, Mark.
Or he could be playing safe.
Yeah.
He's probably playing safe. Like a nice idea would be you cut that 2 into the 6 and send the cue ball around the table. Oh, no,
Oh, he went for the
it.
combo.
I did call it, yeah. You know, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Taking a what would otherwise be a risky shot on a combination,
Yep.
when it happens early in the rack, there's just so many opportunities to leave them like awkward or safe.
Right. All the balls on the table, the more
Yep.
traffic, more blockers.
So you get this chance at an early win, go up 2-0, and the risk is somewhat minimized just because of the traffic. So here's James. He's at the table now, and he's going to fight for control here. He's probably going to play a safety.
Yeah, he can see about 3/4 of the ball.
Yeah.
Of the 2, the 8 is just a hair in the way, being able to hit a full ball.
And there's a couple ways you can do this. You could simply just put the 2 on one side of the table and the cue ball on the other, and use that 6, 8, 7 as a sort of wall, or you can thin it and have the cue ball come all the way back. What I think he's going to do. Yep. He thinned it, but he seems to have hit it a little bit on the hard side. So Justin's going to have a shot. And this is what we were talking about before. Like, this is the fight for control.
Fight for the control, yeah.
And basically, there's two stages to a 9-ball game. Either you're fighting for control or you're fighting to keep it. And that's where these guys are. They're fighting for it. Justin is probably going to do something similar. He can use the 4-ball to stop the 2 and swing that cue ball around. Yeah, I guess that shot wasn't there for him. But yeah, this is another, like, just don't take too big of a risk. Try and make sure that you're not leaving them a shot. Don't sell out.
Right.
And this could go back and forth for a few innings.
Yep.
Especially with these two guys.
Yeah, and just to let y'all know, Christina just won the first game between her and Gail. That one's a race to 5.
Yeah. Every game over there really matters.
Oh, it's one thing I didn't ask. Is it a true double elimination, or are y'all extended race?
I think it is, but honestly, I don't know. No one's told me either.
Okay.
I'm going to have to check with
You see, I'd never heard.
I think it is a double elimination. True double elimination.
True double.
As far as I'm concerned, and I think most people in Texas think of it this way, unless otherwise specified,
it's a double elimination.
Yeah.
And
double dip.
And everyone I know wants a double dip.
Yeah.
Because it kind of a little bit unfair to the person that got to the finals.
Yeah.
For an extended race.
And I've heard this argument before. If the winner of the B side wins the first set, they technically have a better record than the guy on the winner's side.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, the disadvantage for making it to the finals early, typically you got a lot more sitting down time. That guy has had to fight all the way through.
Yeah, he knows the tables. He's in tune. Justin
nice
makes
shot.
A great shot on the 2-ball, and
he moved the
wow, that was pure money. Wow.
He did a shot like that against Eric earlier and knocked the ball out.
So Justin's not quite out of the frying pan yet. I mean, he's got an easy shot on the 3-ball in terms of pocketing, but he's going to have to get that cue ball moving to get shape. And this is an awkward shot. He's going to have to shoot left-handed or behind the back or.
See, this is where I'd get a bridge out. I trust a bridge more than shooting opposite-handed or anything.
I understand what you're saying, but like there's this nuance that you can address the cue ball with a bit more accuracy without the bridge because your head is closer.
Okay.
And I hate the bridge.
You hate the bridge?
Yeah.
Well, see, I hated the bridge until I had a bone contusion to my heel,
Yeah.
and I was in a boot for 7 months. I could never get on a table after that,
Wow.
while I was wearing the boots. So I
Yeah.
learned to use the bridge,
Okay.
and I shot with the bridge a lot.
Okay.
So, but I mean, but
No,
everyone's
yeah,
still a little bit different. I mean,
and the Brits, they're very good with it.
yeah.
I mean, snooker
You look at
demands that you're
snooker, they
good
just
at
use
it.
the X.
You know, I used to play in a pool room in New York that had 8 snooker tables,
Right?
and all of them were fully equipped. They would come with a super long bridge that must have been like 10 feet long.
Right?
They had the one that you just said, the X bridge.
The X bridge.
And then they would have a third one, which looked like a crown.
Okay.
I think that's it. I think those are the 3.
Yeah. Thank you, Essex.
So I've got Justin's father right next to me, and he's
Yeah.
telling me he made sure his son learned how to play opposite-handed. Yeah, you have to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yep, that's good philosophy.
So Justin's in great shape now. He's in great shape. God, that was a great shot.
Yeah.
Really was. This is going to put him up 2-0.
And almost every tournament you play, it's alternate break nowadays. Winner
Yeah.
break like this, it sets a tone.
The reason why, I mean, this is a little bit unusual. Races to 7 are typically alternate breaks, but in this tournament, we're trying to mimic the rules of the Texas Open, which will be in 2 weeks.
That way, everyone's used to it that is
Exactly.
playing it.
And in the Texas Open, it's a race to 9.
Yeah.
And that's usually like the minimum race length that you'll see when it's winter breaks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is unusual to see winter breaks with such a short race, but I think it's fair. Making a ball in the break is hard.
Yeah, it is.
Except for maybe Justin, but yeah,
Justin,
for everybody else,
like
it's
Eric.
hard.
I mean, Eric
yeah.
ran like a 5-pack the other day and yesterday.
He did.
Yeah, I thought it was 4, but Sophie reminded me it was 5.
Wow.
When he took Justin Waco.
That's really impressive.
Yeah. Because he just hit a roll and just went.
I mean, like, I was going to go back to the drawing board anyway and work on my game. But like, that really makes you think, if there are guys out there who are making balls in the break 5-6 times in a row, then clearly they're onto something. They've figured something out.
Yeah, but look at these guys. They practice so much.
Yeah. Here we go. Justin's breaking again. And that one, this time it didn't go in the side, but he got the 8 to go. And will he keep the cue ball on the table? Yes, he will. Justin really got his work cut out for him.
Was that the 8 and the 5, or what is that?
The one ball sitting out in the middle of the table, and he's got the 3 blocking the obvious corner pocket.
Or is that the 2?
If he's going to go for it, he's going to have to either cut it in the side or he's going to have to combo that 3 in. No, he's going to play safe. Okay.
Is that the 2 ball by the 5?
The 2 ball is down here.
That's right
tied
there
up
by
with
the 5.
the 5. Yeah.
Okay, that is it. Okay. Hey, Daniel. Yes, that was Ricardo.
Here we got James Davis Jr. He's going to be kicking at that 1 ball, I think. Okay, so he's not leaving
Nope.
much. But it looks like
Justin think he can make the 9 around the 3?
It's possible. I mean, also you're going to have that one ball traveling right toward the corner pocket. I'm curious what's going to happen. He's playing safe.
Yep. Hey, Santos.
Okay. James Davis Jr. is taking a quick bathroom
Quick break.
break.
Yep.
So we're going to have a minute or two. Um, so I hear the weather's pretty bad right now. I heard Shoal Creek is flooding.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, I looked at the radar because Rogers Randoms,
Yeah.
he told us earlier he lives in Waco. The storms hit them.
Wow.
I looked at the radar and it just went right before it hit us here.
Yeah, no, I got a message from my fiance back home, and she was like, Shoal Creek is flooding, and I'm not. I mean, she's from Texas, so she knows everything about like Austin history and stuff.
Right.
And Shoal Creek is like the big one. That's the one that floods. I don't know if it's all the time, but it's definitely the worst.
Right.
I think it was they call it the Memorial Day flood.
Okay.
That was Shoal Creek.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. There's a section of Shoal Creek where the riverbank it's got to be like 20 feet high, like the street level, and the water breached it and was like flooding nearby restaurants.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That may have been the same year in San Antonio. It floods 281 around the quarry area.
Huh.
If it floods there, they shut down 281. They shut everything down. And it was shut down for days.
Yeah,
it was
New
like
York,
10 inches of rain in an hour or something like that.
New York, we get like an inch of rain and then it shuts down the subway.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have not had a chance to go to New York yet. I've traveled a lot of the country, but New York's not one of them.
You'll be okay.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone I know that lived there is all trying to get out.
But James Davis Jr. shooting directly at it, and
he got
the three in. Okay, so he's in business now, and he's got a little bit of traffic to get on that 2 ball, but I think he can manage it. Like I think he can get it between the 7-9. Nope, he's going underneath the 7 and right in the drink.
He scratched.
Okay. So here's Justin back at the table with ball in hand, and really the trickiest part of this rack was getting on that 2 ball, and here he is with ball in hand on the 2. They've got a great chance here to go up 3-0. And the winner of this is playing Daniel Schneider.
Daniel Schneider for third place. Our chance to go to finals. Where Sean Blacks is just kind of hanging out waiting.
Sean Black, I mean, everyone's been talking about him. He's really been like the most consistent player of late.
Well,
I'm
I watched,
talking about it in
I watched the live
area.
stream back in May when he played Efren and beat Efren.
Yeah.
Because Efren came here and then he came to us at Bananas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to flirt with that side pocket a little bit.
Oh,
wow.
Right there.
Okay, so this has created a tricky situation for Justin. I think he can make the 6, and I think he can nudge the 9 ball and get shape
just
on the 7.
Enough to get the 7, yeah.
But making a ball, it's like sitting there. When you have the cue ball sitting there, it's tough no matter what. Let's see what he does. Oh, how
he
did
just rolled it? Yep,
how did he
very
hit
nice.
it?
And just to give you a heads up, it is 1-1 between Gail and Christina right now.
So Justin looks like he's a little straight on that 7, but I think he'll be able to manage it just fine. That's why he's taking his time on it. Probably going to draw back.
A little bit, take it to the other side.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Justin goes up 3-0.
All right.
This is a race to 7. Winner breaks. Justin's shown that he's figured out a good way to make balls in the break, so I And that's a critical part of successful 9-ball. I mean, like you can make a ball in the break. Um, Obviously, it gives you a great chance to run out the table and not let your
Yes.
opponent shoot. But at the very least, it gives you the opportunity to fight for control.
Right at the beginning.
You want to be the guy who's making that ball, who's playing safe or running out.
Yeah.
When you don't make a ball in the break, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
But like if you're playing a player of comparable ability, your odds will drop to 50-50. Whereas if you're making a ball in the break, playing a comparable player,
Right.
you're probably more around 65% to win.
Okay.
Maybe 55.
Maybe.
The edge might not be that great, but it's got to be pretty good.
It improve a little bit.
Yeah.
Got to improve some.
Yeah. This is my back of the napkin math. You guys are going to have to deal with it. So, okay, the one ball went a little bit high this time, and I don't think he made a ball in the break. I think he's
break.
dry.
He can see the one.
But you know what was really interesting as well? I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Justin is consistently getting 3 balls into the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, this is his first dry break out of 4, but with all of them, there's never been a doubt that he's going to meet that breaking requirement, which is really, really interesting. Oh, Junior comes up with a great draw shot.
Yeah, get out of the way, 6.
And
There he goes.
Yep, he's got shape on the 2. I mean, I think he would have liked it to be a little bit more straight.
A little bit more straight.
He's going to have to navigate
Yeah.
some balls here, but that was a phenomenal shot.
Oh, nice
Junior's
shot by
sporting
Gil
that
there.
James Handshoe shirt.
Yes, he is.
And he's wearing the Skinny Bob's hat. That's as Central Texas as you can get.
Exactly.
All we need to do is get him like a Round Rock jersey to throw over it. Round Rock Express. Okay, so he makes the 2, and he's going to have a steep angle on the 3. It's manageable, but
Yeah.
it looks like he's going to run into that 9. This will get interesting.
Yeah, 4 balls that way, though, at least.
It looks like he's going to send the 9 toward the corner pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the 9 right now, or if he doesn't, he hangs the 9 up for the 4-9
Sets up for a combo.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Oh, is he drawing out of it? I think he might be drawing out of it. Yep.
I don't think he really wanted to hit the 8.
No, I don't think so. And honestly, I thought he was going to run into the 9.
Run into
I
the
thought
9.
that was a safer move, but I also don't question James Davis Jr.'s decision. So that was just my idea.
We're also over here.
Yeah.
Looking at the table right over it, you
Yeah.
see some things that,
Yeah, we can't quite see what they see.
Yeah, maybe if we had a camera over it or anything
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
And so James just played safe. And I don't know if he got the hook. I don't think he got the hook. Justin's going to have a couple of options to respond here. I think he can get it behind the 8. And if not, he can probably send the 4 ball up table and use the 9 as an opportunity to hook. But at the very least, he's got the opportunity to leave distance. He's got a few options. So we'll see what he does. Oh, he went the other way. So yeah, this is a good way too. Like, using distance.
Yeah.
Like, this is a personal favorite of mine. You leave the cue ball on one end, the low ball on the other end.
On the opposite end, yeah.
Try and get something in between.
Yeah, because he might be able to keep the cue ball behind the 9.
Yeah.
It's a little close, but he just went the other way.
This is a much better way. Your idea
Would have been tougher.
is great, but the problem is you'd be sending the 4 ball right toward the corner pocket.
Yeah.
So if you don't get the hook, you're leaving
a shot for
yeah.
him.
The way Junior went, he didn't get the hook. He was going for the hook behind the 4. He didn't get it,
Yeah.
but he left the 4 ball right in the middle of the short rail, and that's golden real estate when you're doing these kind of safeties.
All right.
Like, get that object ball on the short rail,
Right.
and more often than not, you're going to get back to the table.
Okay. And Christina's now up 2-1.
I say more often than not because there are guys like Justin who can, like, he's so young.
Yeah.
He's got young eyes, and he could just like cut the paint off the ball.
Yeah, like I'm in my low 50s now. My eyes just don't quite work the way they used to.
I'm going to turn 50 in November.
Yeah.
I had eye surgery just under 2 years ago, so I know what you mean.
I mean, hell, I didn't need these reading glasses until 2 years ago.
Yeah, that you're speaking my language.
Yeah, it's like
I got eye surgery before I was wearing glasses and contacts.
right.
They're like, okay, we can make your vision 20/20. I'm like, that's awesome. And they're like, but you're going to need reading glasses. I'm like, what?
What's the point?
So now I can see across the room. I just can't see what's in front of me.
Yeah. Well, it's like I wear contacts, and I still have to wear them. They told me the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like, well, then why am I going to get the surgery?
I like it personally.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
You don't have to worry about contacts and all the other stuff.
When we got hit by Hurricane Harvey,
Yeah.
The name of my contact lens company is eluding my mind right now, but it affected the production and shipment of my contact lenses.
Ah.
So I went like 3 or 4 months without getting a new set of contact lenses.
Okay.
I was just going to my optometrist and like
Getting demo models.
I was like, yeah, can you give me another demo model? He's like, sure, buddy, here you go.
It's like we know you're going to buy them once it's available.
It's an awfully awkward conversation to have with your optometrist when it begins with like, "Psst, buddy."
Hook me up. Hook me up.
But yeah, so then I got eye surgery like shortly after that, and so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I can get my readers off of Amazon.
Yeah.
So here we have James Davis
Yep.
shooting at that 5 ball, and this
Everything's
is a great chance for him to get on the board.
Oh yeah, because everything's pretty much wide open.
Yeah. It's really just a 6 to 7.
Yep.
And he's got ideal shape. So really all he has to do is focus on making the 6. And he's going to get auto shape on that 7. And from there, should be a foregone conclusion. Okay, so he makes the 6 ball. And I liked what he did. How he went back and forth on the width of the table.
Yeah.
He's just keeping it safe, keeping it simple. He knows that all he needs is a reasonable shot in the 7, and he's going to have that shot at the 8-9. That's ideal shape. Like really, you can't get much better than that. So he'll just draw back a little bit.
Yep.
Should be dead straight on the 9 ball. Or kind of dead straight.
I never like anything perfectly straight.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, that's James Davis Jr. He is on the board now, and it's 3-1. Justin leads. It's a race to 7.
Thank you, Richard.
So let's see how James Davis Jr. breaks here. Justin has been very successful using a cut break from the left-hand side. Typically, I think he's going for the 1 in the side pocket, but he's also managed to make balls in the bottom left corner. And and he's consistently meeting that 3-point rule because he's got like I don't know, like 3 or 4 balls racing up table. So we'll see how James Davis Jr. breaks. I wouldn't be surprised if, and this is partly what I'm talking about with James Davis Jr.
Yeah.
He's always looking for the edge. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's been watching how Justin's been breaking
Yeah.
and he mimics him. If he wasn't doing that like yesterday.
Yeah.
But he's certainly going to pick up on it by now. I'm not surprised, actually. It's taking James a little bit of time to rack here. This is the kind of personality he has. He's just so meticulous,
Yep.
and I mean, it's everything in his life. It's racking. It's the way he plays pool, and he really notices these subtle details. It's kind of amazing, and he doesn't get lost in the woods when he's doing this. He always, even though he can be so meticulous, he's not the kind of person that focuses on just
Overdoes it.
Yeah.
He looks like he's going for the cut break.
Oh yeah, so he cut break from the other side, and I think he made a ball in the break. He definitely made a ball in the break now. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 2 are down.
Yep.
The 1 ball and the 8 ball are down. He doesn't have much of a shot on that 2. I mean, I think the cut does go, but I don't think he's going to go for it, especially with the 6 ball affecting bridging. But he may use the 4 as a blocker. Watch this. Don't be surprised if he tries to stay behind the 4.
Yep, he went for it. Is the 9 going to get in play? Yep.
So he didn't get the safe behind the 4, although I wasn't surprised that he would try. He's left a shot on the 2 ball. I'm pretty sure Justin can see it. This is a weird rack, though.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. You got the
with the
5-7
over there.
Yeah.
A 3.
And even just getting on the 3 is going to be a bit of a challenge from where the balls are now. Although maybe he can make the 2 and run into the 9. See what Justin does. Nope. He was definitely going for it, but he missed it on the pro side.
Yeah.
You know, when I say missing on the pro side, what I mean is like he missed it in such a way that there was a good chance he wouldn't leave much of a shot. And in a lot of instances, that means overcutting it.
Okay.
So I think James Davis Jr. took a little bit of a hit it hard, Freddie God sort of strategy there.
Just to see.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes you don't always have a shot, and you know, 9 ball's a lucky game. You don't have to call anything, so you just sort of get up there and take a stab at it, see what happens.
Yep. And it
Justin's
is
not out of the woods yet.
Gail just won that one, so it's now 2-2 on
Oh.
table 5 in the top of the screen.
Justin, you think he can bank this?
Huh?
You think Justin can bank this?
I think he's thinking about it.
I don't see it. I mean, maybe with like a ton of left spin and try and like shorten that angle up. I'd play safe here, but I'm horrible at banking.
Oh, nice try.
Okay, that was not as big of a bank shot as I thought it was.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
also perception of where
Yeah.
we're looking at it compared to what they can see.
yeah.
Ah,
So Justin doesn't leave a whole lot. The path to make the 3 ball in the corner is blocked by the 6. Um, and there's not a whole lot for James Davis Jr. to hide behind. But I expect James Davis Jr. to cut that 3 ball into the side rail and go back and forth. It's just a matter of trying to control the speed on both of these balls, which will be really tough to do. I think he's going to do
okay, everyone, we did have a glitch with the Wi-Fi there, so if you got
He's
a
going directly
blurry
at it.
screen, just hit that refresh, and it'll clear up.
So they're still in that fight for control.
Control.
It just goes back and forth, safety, safety. You know what's really interesting to see here? What I find most interesting, like these safeties that these guys are doing, they're not like lock-up safeties.
No.
No, they're just basically punting it back and forth.
Let's see who gets more creative and gets a better chance out of it.
Yeah.
Because you can miss hit. I mean,
and part of it too, I think, is being mindful of what you're leaving. Like, what safety options will they have after what you do? But this is definitely interesting for anyone who's out there like looking to improve their.
See, I'm wondering if Justin did that because of where the 9 is. He's gonna stay. Looks like he can definitely jump it if he wanted.
Yeah, that's a long jump.
Yeah.
And I think he can catch an edge. Like, I think he can just catch the outermost edge of that 3 ball. Not that that's a whole lot to work with.
Right.
But not nothing.
That's it.
Possibly, yeah. It looks like he is. Wow.
Nice shot.
How did he hit that one? Folks, you're on YouTube. You should rewind for a few seconds. Check out that shot again. That was amazing. Wow, it looked really good on video, too.
Yes, it did. And it will be
How did he
have
hit
its own
that?
video clip. That's what I'm doing right now, writing it down.
That could be the shot of the day.
Yep. What I do is I pull all the great shots from all the matches and post them individually on the channel.
Oh, that's definitely grab that one. But Justin's not out of this yet. Probably going to have to play safe. He's checking to see if that 7-9 goes. But I would be very surprised if he doesn't try and safe behind that 7-9. Maybe even nudge one of those balls while he's doing that. It's such a big wall to hide behind. Oh, he cut it in, and he broke it out. And what do I know? See, this is why they're playing, and I'm sitting here doing commentary with you.
Oh, what I missed.
So it's still a tough situation, but I think Justin's kind of all right.
Yeah.
Like I can't help but think he's the favorite to get out here. Um, he's going to cut the 6. The cue ball is going to head right toward the 9.
Yep. Question is it going to hit the 7 or will it knock the 9 in? Oh, he cleared the pockets, so he's still got a shot.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got enough room to cut the 7 in and keep the cue ball on the table. Yeah, it looks like he's thinking about playing safe. It looks like he's thinking about the cut.
Or
He
maybe
really
make the
slid it
9
out.
in.
Oh, wow. Makes both of them. See, what do I know? That's a great shot. So what I think he did was I think he used a little bit of inside. So now you got another one for your highlight reel.
Yep. Which means I got to get right back out.
Justin takes a 4-1 lead. And we are racing to 7. And in case you guys don't know this, Justin really likes to do this cut break from the left-hand side. We're racking the 9 in the spot, so it's hard to make a ball. Unless you're Justin Espinosa.
All right. All right, everyone. Looks like Christina's up 3-2 now to a race to 5 on the table 5.
Is that jazz they're playing?
I think so.
This place is so weird.
It's very diverse.
Monique
this
is
place
back.
gets busy
I'm
on
so
Sunday
glad
nights.
Monique is back. So we got 130 viewers right now. Are you guys sharing this link? You know, this is a different link from yesterday.
Yeah, this is actually our third one from today. We kept losing the internet where it killed me, So we're on the third one for today. But I've been
Don't forget
catching
to share this link with everybody. Let's see if we can get more people watching our stream.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's around 3,000 right now. Oh, yeah, we busted 3,000 for
yesterday. We're on a little bit of a break
yesterday.
right now from the head table, but where's everybody from? Let's see some comments here. We got any Texans watching the match today?
Yeah, don't be shy.
I had a buddy of mine who plays on my pool team who was texting me before, asking me all these questions. And one of the things he asked was like, "Are you going to do the stream again?" I was like, quite possibly.
Yeah.
And so Ross Brookshire, I expect to see some comments from you right now.
Calling him out.
Hi, Jamie. How are you? Jamie is actually she works with Justin Espinosa and Kevin Gamon.
Okay.
So she must be very proud to be watching this match.
Exactly.
Justin getting this far. We got old school watching from rainy Houston.
Rainy Houston, yeah. Rain went through here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is. Actually, Mark, no, we will not be streaming the Texas Open. That's going to be a pay-per-view event. I think it's Pool Action TV, right, Jude?
Sorry?
It's Pool Action TV that's going to be doing the Texas Open.
I don't know.
I think it's them. I know it's a pay-per-view event.
It has been them in the past. But I don't know. I haven't. A lot of things have been changing, and I'm not saying I know for a fact one way or the other.
Yeah.
I really don't. But in case y'all don't know, Skinny Bob's was acquired by new owners roughly about a year ago, and so I never know about the business relationship.
Jamie's saying Pool Action TV.
Yeah,
right.
Pool Action TV. Okay. Jamie probably knows better than I do.
Yeah. And Jamie's company is On the Ball?
Yes.
Company LLC?
Yes.
All right, cool. And they were one of the sponsors for this tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool.
You know what? I'm actually working with them for my wedding, which is next year.
Okay.
We're going to try and bring in a couple pool tables.
Oh,
They're going to help
nice.
us out.
Nice.
Yeah.
For the wedding.
Sorry?
For the wedding. You have
For the wedding,
For the wedding. Sweet.
Just for the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a pool player,
Oh,
and not surprising. So is my future wife, and not surprisingly, all of our friends are pool players. So,
yes. Well, yeah. Richard is a regular. He's from Australia.
Wow.
He was born in Canada.
Owned a snooker hall there for 11 years. Love pool and snooker. I love snooker too. I just don't love missing. And I do a lot of that at snooker. Rounded pockets, like dimples.
Chris, how would I enter something like this? Honestly, get on Facebook and just link with all the pool halls and all the groups. That's how you're going to find out all the tournaments. That's like the number one way.
What area you're in, Chris? Like I know that they have a tour in the Houston area called the Lone Star Tour.
Lone Star Poison Tour.
Yep.
And the ladies tour is the Gulf Coast Tour.
Yep. And in in Dallas, they've got the DFW Tour.
Yeah, the
DFW 9-ball tour.
Right. In San Antonio, this area, we've got the Predator Arcadia Syntex Tour, which Daniel and Christina put together this year.
Yep. I've been meaning to go to check that one out too. I haven't gone to one of their events yet.
Yeah, they're looking at already trying to schedule for next year. They just looking to see if there's anything in the contract where they can actually go and have tournaments, because all these pool halls in different cities have been approaching them.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Okay, so James Davis Jr. hits Justin with safety. And
hey, Chris, if you're in San Antonio, find us, Backwards Billiards, our group. Hit that one. Pool Players of San Antonio and San Antonio Pool Junkies are the main 3 groups that I know have all the tournaments on them. Well, there are quite a few other ones down there.
These guys are really battling for control right now, and it's another one of those things where just the mere presence of so many balls on the table is just randomly creating problems for each shooter here. It's part of the reason why you're allowed to take some chances, like going for the 9-ball when that comes up, and how your safeties can just be worlds more effective. I expect James Davis Jr. to hit Justin with another safety here.
Okay, Boone's 32. Are they going to have smoking at the Texas Open?
No.
Okay, there will not be any smoking during the Texas Open in 2 weeks. And I think someone's calling you out. Big Tex RB?
You know what? That was a fun match I had with Daniel. I lost to him yesterday on the hill, and it was a little bit, heart-wrenching to to watch because I got to the hill first and he came back and won 7-6. But that's just the nature of one set.
Yep.
And he's a great player. I'm sure I'll be in that position against players of his caliber or Daniel himself again one day, but that won't happen all the time.
Yeah.
um,
Yes, the 3 foul rule is in effect.
but I'll go down to San Antonio anyway and enjoy the scene.
Yeah.
Hopefully, not play Daniel
Oh,
again
come on.
anytime soon.
If you make it towards the end of a tournament, chances are you're gonna take him on.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll deal with my problems then.
Then.
Daniel's another one. He's just young, got young eyes.
Yeah,
He's
but
really tall.
and he's very meticulous.
He's very meticulous.
Very
and
meticulous.
He's really tall. He can reach everything.
Yeah.
I'm not that tall. I'm not that flexible, and I'm not that young.
Yeah, you watch him play on a bar box, it's like he can reach the other side.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark. I really appreciate that. Oh, Ross wants to know about the 3 foul rule.
Yeah. Yeah, I said, 3 foul rule is allowed. Even though I have not seen anyone try it.
Well, Ross plays in the leagues here, and he is notorious for 3 fouling people.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. And everybody hates him for it,
Ah.
and he loves it.
Exactly. Why not?
It's part of the game. That's the way
Exactly.
I see it.
It's one of the rules.
Yep.
and
Yep.
If you got the opportunity to take advantage of it, why
It's
not?
definitely part of the game.
Yeah, like all the tournaments I've streamed in San Antonio, there's only been 3 people that have 3 fouled on the stream.
That 3 fouled what?
3 fouled an opponent on
wow.
the stream.
Wow.
And one was Andy, Daniel,
Yeah.
and I think the other one was Rudy Sanchez.
It's very rare.
Yeah.
The truth is, most run-out players won't allow their opponent back to the table if they don't have to.
Yeah.
So the 3 foul situation, when you get to the high-level amateur and pro levels, it really has to present itself in a very special sort of way. Otherwise, they're just going to run out.
Yep. I think
Especially
Justin's
these
going to take a
jump
quick
cues
break.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Have you guys jumped with
yeah.
a hand shoe? You can jump over anything. It's super accurate. It's ridiculous. I played Gail Eaton last night,
Oh, you did?
and I used my jump cue 3 times, and I made the ball all 3 times. And people were coming at me like, "What kind of jump cue is that?" I'm like, "Jude hit the shot, not James."
Yeah. And actually, Justin's looking for his jump cue right now. He's looking for it.
Justin, did you find your jump cue?
Because he went to his case first back here.
Okay, so he's got his jump cue out, and that's
Yeah, he's looking for his.
did he borrow his opponent's jump cue?
I think he just borrowed. Yeah,
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's who these guys are.
yeah, exactly.
James Davis Jr. just loaned Justin his jump cue. Like that's sportsmanship at its
Exactly.
finest.
I mean, if you want to win, you want to win when your opponent's at their best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nearly
nice
makes the
try.
ball. He's gonna leave Junior a shot.
And
Or maybe Junior knew that jump cue only works for him. It's like Thor's hammer.
maybe. Yeah, but it's gonna bug Justin until he finds his cue. Okay, everyone. Christina is on the heel on the ladies' match on the back table. She's up 4-2.
Oh, so Junior misses the shot on the 4. That was a great chance for him to make this a more interesting set. But he didn't leave a whole lot. I think that 4's frozen. It looks like it could be.
It looks like I think Justin just found his jump cue.
Now, if the score ball is frozen, it makes it a lot easier to make.
Yeah.
And I don't think the scratch is on. I think the 6 is blocking the scratch. So if it's frozen,
It's gonna be close.
yeah. Justin's got a real good chance to make this. And he's probably going to throw caution to the wind a little bit about position, but I think he can afford to do that. You got a 4-1 lead, and there's only 6 balls on the table. Not a whole lot to go wrong. Mark says SVB might have free-fouled Omar Al-Rock, the Kasbah. I think he's referring to Omar Al-Shaheen.
Yes, I think so. Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
so he played safe. Omar Al-Shaheen is one of the most popular pool players in Central Texas, probably all of Texas. He's here for the Texas Open every single year, and they love him. Like, I don't think there's another non-Texan who has more fans in Texas than Omar Al-Shaheen. And that includes Shane Van Boening.
Yep. Oh, 8-ball got involved. All right, it's cuttable.
Yeah, that is definitely cuttable. The only question is going to be you're going to have to get position on that 5 ball in such a way that will get you position on the 6. That's the old story, isn't it?
The old story, yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't look like the 6-7 line up for a combo. I mean, it might.
It could go, but I think most players are going to prefer trying to get on the 6th side. I don't think Justin's going to get that.
No, I think he overrolled it.
I think he's going to have to. He might be able to swing it around.
Yeah, but he also he'll take it all the way around the table.
He's looking at that combo now, and he's looking at the corner pocket. Kind of hit an ugly spot for that 5 ball. It's funny how it can be like that. Like, an inch here, you're fine. You move over an inch, suddenly it's like not. Oh, he was much straighter on it than I thought.
Oh yeah.
I can see nothing from up here.
See, he didn't look like he was that straight. You look at the video, and he
real
did the draw,
straight,
and he made it straight.
Yeah. Okay, this is more manageable here. We can make this 6. Probably get the other side of the 7. Play it up table.
Yep.
Just like that.
And perfect position to get on the 8.
There.
Yeah.
That was nice. Okay, so Justin's now in great shape to go up 5-1. There we have it. 5-1. Justin Espinosa takes a 4-game lead over James Davis Jr. This is a race to 7, guys. And once again, I apologize for the redundancy. I just want to make sure that anyone joining us now knows what's happening. We're racking the 9 on the spot. Break anywhere you want. We're using the magic rack. Breaker must comply with the 3-point rule, which means you either have to make 3 balls in the break, you have to get 3 balls in the kitchen, or a combination of the 2 adding up to 3. And the way Justin has been going about conquering that little task there is by breaking from the left-hand side on a cup break. So he's hitting the 1 ball, roughly about half of the 1 ball, the left half. You can see he's really cutting into it. And the 1 ball is usually heading right toward the side, usually going in the side. And he's getting a lot of balls coming up table. Yep, there it goes in the side. He's made 2. The 2 balls reach the kitchen. He's compliant. the 5 ball just dropped. He's more than compliant. Now Justin's in business. So he's got a long shot on the 2. The tough part isn't so much making the 2, but getting shape on the 3. You can do it with inside English, but this is a long distance for inside. It's a long distance for me at least, but I have no talent.
See, I prefer 9-footers. I always
too.
have.
Oh, me too.
You know, I hate clusters, and bar boxes are nothing but clusters.
Oh yeah. I like bar boxes for 8-ball.
8-ball, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he could bank or play safe here. I would play safe. But when you live south of the Mason-Dixon, you bank.
Exactly. You bank. So how long ago did you move from New York to here?
Sorry?
How long ago did you move from New York?
I moved here back in 2016, so I've been here for 5 years.
Okay.
And surprisingly, I still haven't learned how to bank. One day, but like the guys here, they really bank so well, and it's intimidating.
So I'm assuming you didn't enter banks?
No,
Okay.
no, I would just be giving away my money.
Okay. But you notice, bank pool is not as popular down here as it is in other parts of the country.
No, well, maybe for tournament play, but the guys always get together. You know, they have a bank ring game going.
Right.
So, you know, there are a lot of players here who are pretty good at it.
They just don't want to compete in a tournament with it.
Yeah, that may change. I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Sean decided to get on a table and
Sorry?
Sean decided to get on a table and loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, waiting to see who Sean Black will demolish.
And 9-ball is in play.
This is an excellent safety by James Davis Jr. I actually think he got the hook behind the 9, so Justin may have to kick at this.
Yep.
And if he does have to kick at it, expect him to kick hard. No, he's going to cut it.
Hey, okay. David.
So if it's frozen, he'll try and spin it in. Just like that.
Oh, nice.
And he backs up. Look at that backup English for the position. You can put that one on your highlight reel, too.
Yep.
That was real sweet. How'd he hit that one, guys? This is to get on the hill. There it is. 6-1.
All right. Justin's
that
on
was
the hill.
A real pretty shot. See that?
Yes.
I mean, whether it was unintentional or not, that was really cool how he used the right spin to cut the ball in. The cue ball goes all the way down the length of the table. It's still got that right spin on it.
And takes it back the right way. Yep.
That was real pretty.
Long cut.
This is what I like about new cloth. You know, I mean, a week ago, same table, try a shot like that, and the spin's just going to disappear by the time it gets to the other end of the table.
Right.
Okay, so here we are, 6-1. Justin's breaking. Once again, he's probably going to do the cup break from the left-hand side, expecting to hit like half that one, and that one's going to go right toward the side pocket. Okay, he failed to make the 1, but he made the 7. And he's break compliant. As you can see, the 1 and 2 are both, the 1 and the 8 are both settled in the kitchen, and he made a ball on the break, so that's automatic compliance. But he doesn't have a shot on the 1. It looks like the 2's wired up with the 9.
Is this Simonis cloth?
Sorry?
Is this Simonis?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Simonis, Mark.
Although they're coming out with all these different kinds of cloths now
Hmm.
that are apparently great. I mean,
Yeah, Predators, Arcadia, they've come
yeah,
out.
Predators got their cloth. I hear it's a little on the thin side.
Yeah, everyone they've got it on table 1 and 2 at Bananas,
Really,
and because it was the first stop for the Predator Arcadia tour, Syntex tour,
I got to
and
make it
no
down to
one's complained.
Bananas.
They love it.
Wow. And I hear that Oscar is getting a couple of Predator tables for his room. Oscar Dominguez,
Okay, yeah,
um, which will be really exciting. I don't know anything about these tables.
yeah, I don't.
Like, I wonder how much they're going to cost.
Yeah, I don't know. What they use the Predator tables, what for the World Championships or something, right?
Yep, yep.
Uh,
They used it for the World
you
Championship,
you might want to talk to Daniel and Christina Snyder because Daniel got invited. He played over there, so he may know. And considering they're both sponsored by Predator,
I was just talking to Daniel last night about how he played in the World Championship. It was sort of a last-minute invite for him,
yeah.
and because of COVID, there are all these restrictions, all this
Mm-hmm.
paperwork. And he was like, "You think I was like ready to go? I wasn't ready to go. I had to do so much stuff. It was ridiculous. Like he managed to get it all together and then go to this event on the other side of the world.
Oh, that was
David Sanders asks, did they finish reclothing the rest of the tables today? The answer to that is no. We've got tables 1 through 8 recloth. Um, the second half of the room still needs to be reclothed. So there's still a lot of work to do here. But I'm hoping within the next 24 to 48 hours, like once this tournament's over and things have slowed down, Ernesto will be able to complete the job.
everyone. We
There we-
did have an internet glitch again, so if you buffer, just hit that refresh button if you're blurry.
James Davis Jr. will not go quietly into this match. He's going to bring the score to 6-2. And if there's one thing you learn when you live in Central Texas, never underestimate James Davis Jr. You don't want to give him, any room to breathe.
Yeah, and it looks like Christina won her match against Gail.
Gail had a great tournament.
Yes,
She
she
was
did.
really playing well all weekend.
And she played both the Open and the Ladies.
Yeah, she did.
So she played a lot.
Yeah. So James Davis Jr. has been breaking similarly, but from the right hand side. Um, he's doing a similar sort of like half ball cut break. And once again, he's going to try and get the one in the side pocket, and he'll have balls flying up table. Meet that break compliance. So that was interesting. He made a ball in the break.
Yep.
Can't
Oh,
tell exactly
geez.
which one. Looks like the 8 down. Made a couple balls.
Yeah.
The 8 and the 3 are down. And it was
Yeah.
a legal break for anyone who was watching. And this is tricky all right off the bat. Making the 1 looks challenging. Getting position of the 2 looks challenging.
But it's like, okay, he looks at the 1-9. I mean, he's so far behind. Does he try
It may
it?
not be the worst idea. Either play safe or take a stab at the 1-9.
Yeah, he
So
went
he
for it
did go
and
for
made
the
the 1.
1-9, yeah.
Left himself
And
hard
I
on the
couldn't quite
2.
see what happened there.
Yeah.
But the 1 went in.
Yeah, the 1 went in. The nice thing you Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
so yeah, we're looking at it from the overhead because I was looking at it live. And the one carom into the corner, is that what happened?
Yeah, one
Yeah,
went in the
it did.
corner.
It looks like he did that. He was playing that all along. Oh, that's a real tough roll.
Yep.
So after making a great carom shot on the one, gave him like a free chance at winning, outright, sending the 9 around the table. He hooked himself on the 2. He's given
Yeah.
Justin ball in hand with 6 balls left on the table. And quite frankly, like, this table may look complicated, at first glance, but if you look at the numbers, you suddenly realize that it's a roadmap. He'll be able to make this 2 ball. All he needs to be is relatively straight on the 4, and that's going to give him auto shape on the 5. There you go. That's perfect. Stop shot is absolutely perfect. And this will give him the chance to make the 5. All he has to do is focus on making it. It's going to bring him naturally over to the 6. Just like that. And he'll get a little bit of an angle on that 6 ball, which will work out just fine. Because he wants to get kind of straight on the 7, but really any manageable angle will be just fine for the 7. There it is. And because he's going to try and make that 9 in the side pocket.
If y'all look at the top of the screen, those are the final 3 ladies that Nicole's taking pictures of. Christina and...
There we have it, folks. Justin Espinosa shooting for the win.
Yep. All right. So Justin will...
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to join our pool family. Here's a couple of videos you might be interested in seeing. Thank you again.